Hi, thanks for tuning into my channel again, and today I'm working with puff pastry. I'm bringing to you 3 recipes that are so delicious, so please stay tuned and see what I come up with. Okay, so first of all, preheat your oven to 400 degrees, then get your defrosted, very important, defrosted pastry dough, unfold it, roll it out a little bit so it's a little bit thinner, and then brush on some melted butter. And I like to put in some grated garlic too. It adds really good flavor to it. And then sprinkle on whatever kind of cheese you want, whatever seasoning you want. It's a really versatile recipe. And then press the cheese into the dough, very important, with a glass so it doesn't all come falling out when you're rolling into your cheese straws. So then cut into about 1-inch strips lengthwise, and then roll them up, twist them up into a cheese straw, and then put it on a parchment lined baking sheet. Brush those straws with egg wash, and then sprinkle on a little bit more cheese on top, and bake them for 10 to 12 minutes at 400. Delicious. Next up, we have little hand pies. So put in a saucepan, any assortment of fruit you have. This is blackberry, blueberry, and cherry. And then you turn your heat on to medium, get yourself some sugar in there. Then you need a lemon, so you're gonna squeeze in some lemon juice and lemon zest. I will have these recipes linked in the description. And then get that heated up and start melting that sugar down. And then you're going to stir in a slurry, which is just water and cornstarch. And this will make it a nice thick filling for you. And then and here's some salt. And I'm going to put vanilla in too also. I just wanted to add also, after you start filling up your pastries, then you got to put them in the fridge for about 30 minutes before you bake them. Okay. So first get yourself 1 sheet of the pastry dough, section it off into 6 sections, put the filling, about 1 to 2 tablespoons of filling, into just half of the sections. And this is where I was supposed to put egg wash around the border of the pastries, which I forgot to do, but then I went back and did it and it was fine. This is just going to help them stay together in the oven when they're baking, because they're going to puff up, okay? And then crimp the edges with a fork. That will also help them to stay down and together. And then put your little slits in there in the top, and then brush on the egg wash over that, and then sprinkle on a little bit of turbinado sugar. And then after this step, this is where you're going to want to refrigerate them for about 30 minutes. Then preheat your oven to 375, bake them for about 10 to 12 minutes, and they're so good. Really, really recommend this recipe. Okay, and this one I did for my husband. He loves hot dogs, so this is the everything bagel seasoning. Poppy seeds, dried onion, but I didn't have dried onion, so I used onion powder. Sesame seeds, I had black sesame seeds, so I used those instead of just regular sesame seeds. I just said these out of order, but you get it. And then a little bit of salt. 2 garlic powder. Again, this will be linked in the description box for exact measurements and instructions. Okay, and then after this step, then you'll mix this seasoning together to use after or right before you put it in the oven. So just getting that together first. Okay, and then I grilled my hot dogs. That's why they look like that. You'll see. You don't have to do that. It's not in the recipe, but I like to. This recipe calls for cream cheese at this step. You brush it onto the strips. I tried that when I first made this, and it didn't work out at all. So I do not recommend using cream cheese in this recipe. Just get your strips wrapped around the hot dog. Just like that, with nothing on it. And it stayed on, and it was so much better this time than the first time I made this. Yeah, just get your strips and wrap it around. This was an awkward thing to try to get on camera, let me tell you. And then I have some warm water here with, I'm putting in a couple tablespoons of baking soda. And this is what is going to make it kind of bagel-like. So then dissolve the baking soda into the warm water. And you're going to have your oven preheated to 375, I believe. 400. And then dip each of the hot dogs into the baking soda water mixture. And this is going to also help your seasoning stick to it also. Okay. Just dipping each one real quick. Okay, and then add on the seasoning. Yeah, I just ended up just dipping each one in. It was easier that way. Well, with the smaller ones anyway. The bigger ones was harder. But just get that seasoning on. However you want to do it is fine. That's good. Okay, and then after you get this on, then you're going to want to bake for 10 to 12 minutes. And they come out golden and puffy. And they were really good. My husband and I really enjoyed these. We had these for lunch. And it was good. We liked it. I'll make these again. I'm quite certain of that. See, look, they're so beautiful. They come out so golden from the baking soda. So if you like all this content, I do this stuff all the time, and I like making videos for you guys. So please subscribe so I know what you like. Give me a thumbs up. I want to do what you guys like to watch. This is fun for me, and let's do this some more. Bye.